Okay. Hey.
Damn. Double homicide.
Guys, okay.
Pinot
Hey,
Grigio.
guys.
She's had 2 sips.
Hi, guys. If you don't know me, my name is Amani.
You can hear how nervous you are. Funny that you're nervous.
No, it's not funny. I'm nervous. It's not.
See, this is my favorite part. Is she's gonna keep.
I know. Okay.
What?
Okay, guys.
I told you
Sharing
I
is
just-
caring.
I know, but I told you I'd just grab it
Oh, okay.
if I need to talk.
Yeah, but
You
you're
see what I'm saying?
talking.
No, I
No,
understand that because
you're-
you keep moving it away.
Yeah, you're
like
like,
I'm done
you
talking.
keep
The
going.
issue, no, but this that's
I
gonna
would
be
be great
the
at the
issue
Met
is,
Gala.
right, because I'm gonna take this.
Yeah.
I just tell you, I don't know if this is going in.
No,
It's
yeah,
probably
I'm
not.
recording.
But the thing is, I take long pauses.
Yeah.
So she's gonna, on one of my long pauses, she's gonna go, and I'm gonna be like, I'm not
I'm not
done.
Yeah,
Like
I
I'm
still
still,
need to
I still have
talk.
things to say,
I just don't need to talk.
and she's gonna take the microphone away from me, and I'm gonna be sad.
No, you're gonna be fine. You're-
You're gonna be fine.
okay.
She just grabbed that so aggressively from me.
I did
We're
that on
fine,
purpose.
guys. It's fine. It's fine.
Are you trying to convince yourself?
It'd be scarier if Matt was here,
Yummy.
honestly.
Why?
Because
Why would it be scary with Matt here?
Why would it not?
thank you.
I feel like if anything, it'd be more comforting.
I mean, yeah, it would be more. I'm just saying
But also, you have no idea what he's gonna say.
that part.
that's that stuff on.
That's not the comfort, though.
No, Matt can have serious conversations about life.
Yes.
yeah,
serious
I've had
conversations
deep
with Matt about
conversations.
life all the time.
The very first
The
time
first
I
time
hung
you
out
ever
with
talked
him,
to him.
yeah, we hung out with like 3 hours in the parking lot.
I can do it.
Okay.
Hey guys, I'm Amani. Welcome to my podcast.
Wow, Money, you really grew out your facial hair.
Yeah. What a wicked mustache.
Hey. Hey guys. Let's be serious.
I'm
okay?
serious. Okay, everybody lock in.
I'm locked in. I've been locked in.
Christina's
You
not.
too?
You
No.
said you're serious.
No,
That
you-
was
And
funny.
why did you laugh?
Because you said you're serious.
Okay, guys,
Dang.
we're
She
we're
just said
locked
you're
in.
unserious without saying you're
no,
unserious.
we're locked in. We're
I'm
locked in.
locked in.
Yeah, we're locked in.
Been locked in.
We're locked in.
I'm in the middle. I've been locked.
You're locked in. We're locked in.
Lock in.
Oh.
Matt was like
186.
186. 186. Shout out to 186 if you're watching this.
Yeah, shout out to
You
one.
know
Shout
who
out
you
to
are.
180. Yeah, shout out to
Shout out
186. Yeah.
Should-
I told my
this-
dad it was gonna be one take. It's gonna be one take.
Yeah,
Hey,
you should
alright,
put
let's
this
do it.
raw.
Alright. I should do what? Wait, I should do
She
what?
said raw dog it.
Yeah, you should put all the footage raw.
Raw? You want me to put 15 minutes of raw dog of us?
Yo.
Wait.
You gotta lock
We
in.
got too far. Hi guys. If you don't know me, my name is Amani, and welcome back to the Conceited podcast. Today I have two of my good friends. I am gonna try my hardest to do this without laughing, because I will laugh the entire episode. But I have two of my good friends here, Christina and Chandler. I'm not gonna say your last names because that's a mouthful.
It's not that bad.
It's pretty
Del
long.
Pizzo Lucy.
No.
Oh my god. I just had a stroke.
You can't even say your own
Del
last
Pizzo
name.
Lucas.
There we go. How are you guys doing today?
Good.
Great.
Glad the week's over.
Honestly. Oh, I forgot it was Friday.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Jesus Christ.
Thank God it's Friday.
Okay. So I did think about this for a while about how I wanted to start this. Mainly because like I was just trying to figure out like how do I want to incorporate, I guess, like different people, not just, you guys on the podcast. So I came up with a question that I'm gonna ask pretty much any guest that I have on my show. And it might be a little deep, but we'll get there. But first I want to talk about how we know each other and how long we've actually known each other, because people probably have no idea who you are. Well, I take that back. Anybody who knows me knows who you are. So,
Oh,
Yeah.
I
so how long have I known you guys?
Chandler can start.
Yeah, I'll go. I have known Amani since middle school. It was 8th grade.
Oh, that sounds
Well, we
so
knew each
bad.
other. I think we knew each other in 7th grade, but we weren't like friends.
That's what I was thinking.
We
like,
knew of each other because you were friends with Nathan, and
oh, yeah.
I was friends with Nathan. But we never really like talked. And then 8th grade, we moved to East,
Mhm.
and you were like the only person I slightly knew in like almost every one of my classes. And then it was you, me, and Tatiana.
Oh my god, yes!
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, and then I got bullied
Yeah.
by everybody else.
That's not.
I had like
It's
no,
not.
I genuinely had like 4 friends. It was you. I mean, I was cool with other people, but
Yeah.
like I did get bullied a lot at East.
Yeah.
It was a terrible school. I hated
Well,
every
I did
second of
too.
it.
I mean, even before we moved
Yeah.
to East, I got bullied before, and then it was like when I got to East, like I still got bullied, but I think it was different because I knew more people.
You know more people over
Yeah.
there. Yeah, like I had Ashton, who I didn't know. I met in 8th grade as well, but I had Jacob, and
Oh,
he
yeah.
introduced me to Ashton. Me and Ashton hated each other for the longest time until probably like halfway through 8th grade. And then I had you all year basically because we had homeroom,
Mm-hmm.
and then we had like 3 classes together.
I swear I
And
had
lunch.
like, yeah, I was gonna say I had like everything with you.
Yeah, which was great. Made my life easier because I knew exactly who I was supposed to sit around.
Yeah.
Like, otherwise I was like I'd hate my life.
I don't know any of these people.
But yeah, so we've known each other since 8th grade, and then went to different high schools.
Mhm.
So we had that one year together, and then
Yeah, middle
and
school.
then 4 years of not seeing each other
Absolutely
at all.
Nothing.
Like at all.
I feel like that's such a weird transition though. Like when you meet people, or like not when you meet people, but I think like that weird like going from seeing people every single day and then splitting, because we had split twice. Like we were in one school together,
Yep.
and then we went to another one, and then it was like okay, high school, and honestly like reconnecting after was random.
It was
Yeah,
completely
like
random.
it was so random.
I was playing basketball with Matt
Mhm.
because I started playing with him when we went to Highlands together.
186.
Shout out to Mr. 186.
He'll know.
Yeah.
Now
but
everybody will.
we started playing basketball together. I would always like tried to play basketball. I was terrible at it. But then when me and Matt were at Highlands together, he kind of like helped me get better.
Yeah.
And so we were playing basketball with Adrian. No, Adrian was working at Duncan. But me and Matt were playing basketball. So we went to Duncan.
Remember this now.
So we went to Duncan in the middle of our hoop session.
He has a great
And
No, because I remember distinctively just Dunkin' Donuts. That's all I remember. Like,
yeah, the craziest day too, because we were talking about, and I think everybody knows about this at this point, the Canadian girl. So we were talking about that, right? And you and someone else walked into Duncan, and I was like, "Oh, I was like, is that Amani?"
yeah.
And I was like, I gotta say something, and I was like, "What's up, dude?"
Yeah, like,
And it had been since like 8th grade
that was
since
a
we had
big
said
gap.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was like sophomore year of college. It wasn't like freshman year of college.
That was like a good like 6 or 7 years of
Yeah.
just like
But it was like nothing had
Yeah.
changed. Like it was like we had just picked up right out of 8th grade, and then we just slowly started hanging out again. Like I hung out with your friend group basically.
It was kind of like I saw you and was like, I want to hang out with that kid again.
Yeah,
Like I miss that kid. Like hanging out was fun, and it was crazy because like we didn't even hang out outside of school. Like
no, we never hung out.
so like, but it was just one of those things. Like, what are the odds of you running into somebody that you knew from? Well, I mean, it's pretty big, but like realistically, like, what are the odds of you run? Yeah. What are the odds of you running
like
into
on
somebody?
like a random weekend
Exactly.
or weekday at a Dunkin'?
Yeah.
At the crossroads.
Yeah, like
it's just such a random place,
Yeah.
random time, and we were just there because Adrian was working there, and we were like, yeah, let's stop and get
let's go to Dunkin'
drinks
Donuts.
at Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah. So like, I don't know. It was one of those things where like, I don't even think I had it because like I was commuting. Like I had just gone back to Kennesaw and like
Yeah.
trying to like maneuver like friendships and all that stuff. So I think it was easy whenever like I saw a face that I knew, but I also knew like I had kind of a circle. So like, and also too, I don't think I ever hung out with the people that you hung. Like I always
No,
knew them, but I don't think I ever hung out with them.
You always invited me out.
Yeah.
So I always ended up just hanging out with I mean your friend group,
Yeah.
right? Like some of them ended up becoming friends, acquaintances, you know, like
people you know,
like-
yeah.
I love Michael.
Like you'd go out and say hey if you saw him. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like, but Michael's probably the one person I hung out with the most with you.
Me. Yeah. Which
Outside
makes
of
sense.
that, it was pretty much nobody else.
Exactly. Yeah. But yeah.
Um,
And
but yeah, so that's how we met. Was middle school,
mhm.
and then rekindled our friendship in college, and then a couple years later, I met Christina.
Hey, Christina.
Hey guys.
Yeah. Honestly, it's weird. I think I've also developed this over time. Like any guy friend that I have or like that I've known for a really long time, I'm either really close with their significant other now or like when they first met, I was like, I'm gonna be friends with her. And it wasn't because I
Sure.
was like, oh, I just want to be friends. I think it was because I grew up having so many guy friends, which is such a cliche. And everybody's like, oh, girls and guys, and I'm like, yeah, but like, I just think because of the way that I grew up and like the people that I knew, I was never really close with girls.
Well, I think the area, like where we went to high school and like
Yeah.
middle school and stuff, like everybody's kind of stuck up, and we don't like we didn't live in like a rich area. Like it wasn't
No.
like people had not necessarily like the right to be stuck up, but it was like weird. It was like you're preppy and stuck up, and we live in Paulden.
We're in the yeah, we live in the same place. Like,
Yeah,
where are
like,
you
it's-
getting this attitude from?
Yeah, it's not like we live like it makes sense. East Cobb, right? Like East
Mhm.
Cobb's a rich area. Like it makes sense for people to.
That's tough.
It makes sense.
Sorry,
but it makes
sorry,
sense.
Christina.
People
Yeah.
act snobby here because they live in $1 million houses.
Yeah.
And most of the places in this area
Yeah.
are expensive.
I mean, it was so like growing up, like it was so hard to connect with people who like understood that. Like I just feel like the people that I had that was core around me before I went to high school, like middle school, like the 8th grade, like everybody that I knew, we all relatively just kind of like not necessarily grew up the same, but our minds just clicked. Like we didn't
Yeah.
talk about the superficial stuff that
Yeah,
everybody was into.
kind of fit into like the same group
Mhm.
together. Like it felt like there was a group of the popular loners.
Mhm. Yeah, that's exactly how I would put it. Like it was almost like some point in time we all went through a traumatic experience and it wasn't together, but yet we somehow found each other
Yeah.
at some point in time. And it just worked that way. Like it was just like a comfort thing to know that like you could talk to somebody and there was no like judgment or weirdness or
Yeah.
like just dumb conversation about stuff that just doesn't matter.
No, I don't. Some people get so hung up on just like BS that doesn't necessarily matter.
Mhm.
I genuinely just like to talk about random stuff, like literally anything. It could have zero meaning to anything. Like we don't have to have like deep conversations about stuff or like get into the thing everybody loves to talk about for some reason and politics and religion and all that stuff. It's just like why don't we just have like a normal
Like we can just have normal
conversation
yeah, like
about anything.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter. Like,
exactly.
we don't have to get serious about it. Like it's nice when you have people that you can get serious with and they
Mhm.
don't get offended. They may believe something completely different with whatever you're talking about. I
Yeah.
mean, it could be talking about freaking ghosts and aliens,
Food.
food. Like,
But that's like the greatest thing about what I feel like why I'm so close with you guys now, like especially transitioning into adulthood, which I'll get into that, but like because we have like normal conversations. Like it's not average, it's not superficial. Like we're not talking about like everyday things, but like we can still like laugh and joke and still be like, okay, let's talk about like where we're at right now or like what's going on in this chapter, you know?
yeah, like
So
we know when to get serious, but most of
exactly.
the time it's like we are genuinely, we like to joke around. We don't have to talk about serious things. We argue
Mhm.
about dumb things.
Yeah.
Like,
And it's usually
and
funny.
it's like lighthearted arguing. It's just
Mhm.
like, it's never anything serious. It's
Yeah.
like the dumbest conversations, and but it's fun.
Yeah. But it was cool because like when Christina came along, like she just fit
It
in the
was
world.
2021.
Yeah, like it just made sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Christina's fit in with all my friends. And I think after y'all met, I think y'all were like, y'all ended up talking more than we did. And until,
at one point, yeah.
Until you, me, and Matt got our group chat.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's kind of what.
But
got us
even then,
talking
like I
more.
mean, like when you guys were for preference, they're married. But even when
Yeah.
you guys were still dating, like, I mean, Christina and I tried to hang out on a pretty
No, I know. Y'all,
hefty
like
occasion.
I said, y'all
Yeah.
talked way more than
Yeah.
you and me did.
Obviously, at the time, like you being far, like it was different because like
Yeah.
y'all were both trying to transition into that.
Yeah, that was
but,
tough.
Yeah.
Being far away from people and like also, I don't know, mid-20s, like
Mhm.
trying to like have friends and hang out, but then also work and make time for a partner. Like it was a lot going on, and then you don't want to take that much time out of your day to drive
Yeah.
when you could like be home and do other things or something. So it was nice when I'm very thankful Amani likes to drive because she would always come over and
I
then we
don't
could hang out
mind
that way.
at all. I mean, well, okay, so like it's funny enough, like this is so off topic, but the stigma of everyone's like, oh, like if you're from Georgia, like you'll drive anywhere, and I think that's so funny because I'm like,
To a certain extent.
yeah, like I mean, an hour and a half, like it's a little long, but like 45 minutes to me is just it's not that bad. Like
Some people just don't like to drive.
yeah, like I don't mind it, I guess, because of it depends on where I'm going, obviously. Like
Yes.
I'm not trying to drive 45 minutes to work. But
Yeah, I don't like to drive, but 45 minutes to me is not bad.
yeah, like
Whereas like Christina hates commuting 15 minutes to work.
Okay.
No, but I mean like that's
10
like,
minutes now.
But I mean like anything more than 15 minutes, you're like, oh my god, it's 20 minutes to work now.
No, yeah, I mean, because I really feel like I have to plan. If it's 20 minutes, to me, it's not really 20 minutes, it's 30 minutes because I'm planning for any extra traffic or like accidents that happen or
Mhm.
anything just random. I hit every red light. Like, there are those days where it does take that long.
but
and
pertaining to like people,
it's
like
something
the
I can't
drive
control.
is yeah, like but like you know when you guys were dating, like the drive to
That was tough.
yeah, it's hard, but like
I did not drive.
you,
But that wasn't that was more of a
It was our circumstance.
yeah,
like
yeah,
I wasn't gonna go and hang out and spend the night at her grandma's house.
yeah, it's
Because grandma was not gonna let me do it.
exactly.
Nana loves me,
Mhm.
No.
not that much.
He was only ever allowed in the kitchen. And that was like it. Like
Yeah.
he could not go down the hallway, could not go to the bedrooms. Like that was it.
But it worked,
Yeah.
and now
Yeah.
here you are, and
Yeah.
now you guys are. I wanted to make a joke and be like married with children, but no, we're
No kids, no
What are we,
dogs,
20
no animals.
26, 25.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So we've
so
been married for a year,
yeah,
a little bit over.
so it's like we're still young, but like you guys are still
Figuring
things
figuring
out.
literally figuring it out. That's literally the whole purpose
Like,
of like having
we're,
these
like,
conversations.
Getting the foundation down.
Exactly. So that kind of leads me to my next point of how would you guys describe basically like the season or like the chapter of your life? I mean, you can answer individually or like together, but like obviously I would assume that it's a little different for the both of y'all.
It is.
Yeah.
But
Do you
like,
want to start?
No, you can start, but like it's different because we're doing like two completely different things.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, I have a job that I really like and I have like a good like niche for and I understand it for some reason, which is the insurance world.
Mm-hmm.
I hate it, but I get it. And I don't work for an insurance company. I work for dermatology in the billing department. So bit different than working for an insurance company.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing against anyone that does work for an insurance company. I just want to put that out there. Anyways, so I recently just had surgery on my nose so that I can breathe a little bit better, kind of improve my health eventually too. I can actually now get oxygen through my nose.
Quality of life.
Yeah,
It's gonna go along
that's
with that.
nice.
Yeah.
We do need you to breathe. That's
Yes.
yeah.
But like, I mean, trying to even do, we did a 5K recently.
Mhm.
Like, what was it? A couple months ago.
Yeah, just about like 2 months ago.
September.
Yeah, September. And that was really difficult for me. I could not breathe out of my nose for that 5K at all. So I was under 45 minutes, I think, or 50
Yeah,
minutes. I would just wanted to get under an hour.
She's
And I
getting
did.
half of the oxygen that a normal person would be getting because most people when they're running, it's
Mhm.
the proper technique when you're running is in through the nose, out
Out
through
through
the
the
mouth.
mouth. Yeah.
Like
yeah.
so you can properly regulate your breathing, which helps regulate your heart rate,
Mm-hmm.
so you don't get fatigued as fast. But then when you can only breathe through one orifice, you're struggling. Like it's your heart rate.
The terminology.
Well, yeah, but then your heart rate jumps
Mm-hmm.
probably 20, 30 beats per minute more than it would normally because
Yeah.
you're not breathing properly.
Yeah.
So then you fatigue faster. You have to slow down. You got to walk more. Like it's just like doing anything.
It's
Whether she wanted to
exhausting.
weight lift, whether she wanted to just go on a walk, like her heart rate's gonna be more elevated because of the fact that she couldn't breathe.
Yeah.
But like getting that done, I mean, it's not fully healed, don't get me wrong, but it's a lot better. I can breathe completely. so just working on my health, like one step at a time.
Mhm.
I am in 2 days. It will be 4 weeks since the surgery. So like
Oh my
it
gosh,
has
it's been that long
Yeah,
already?
it's almost been a month.
like
Jesus.
it feels like it's almost been a month, but at the same time, like I'm like it hasn't even been a month. Like, and I'm already doing so much better
than you were
like,
before, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the fact that she could breathe the day after surgery
Oh,
with
yeah.
splints in her nose better than she could before the surgery,
Oh my gosh.
which is crazy because the splints had like they looked like a thick straw with like a border on.
Like a boba tea.
Boba?
Boba tea
Oh, you know what
straw.
they look
Oh my god,
those-
like the big
No.
thick ones
That's kind of how it was. Like it was
in your nose?
Yeah.
No, you remember the Kool-Aid?
This
No.
is so niche.
No, the
Where is
Kool-Aid
this
like
going?
juice, the plastic bottle that had like the little
Oh,
top
the
that you had
twist
to, that you
top.
had to
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
rip
yeah.
off.
Yeah.
It looked like that was in her nose.
Okay, that's a little scary.
That's what it looked like.
I don't.
But instead, it was like a hole all the way through instead of like being closed off.
Yeah.
So it allowed her to breathe and things like if things needed to drain because obviously she was gonna be like leaking.
Right.
blood
Yeah,
out of
like,
her nose.
you're
It's
Usually
probably
stuff.
like the length of my thumb.
But did you feel it?
like yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah. a lot
The length of
pressure
my
up in
thumb
there.
like in each nostril up. So it was
Oh my god.
it was a lot. The pressure that it put, it was crazy on certain nerves. Then they didn't tell me that it would affect like this. My jaw and my
No
teeth
way.
and my gums.
No.
yeah, it's
Oh,
crazy.
like I mean, I had to eat with the medication I was taking,
Uh-huh.
and I didn't think about that the first couple days, and the jaw pain got worse throughout. Like it didn't hit me
Oh
immediately.
my god.
Yeah, like probably like the
Like
day before she got her splints out was like probably the worst day.
yeah. So like
because
4 days after the surgery.
she couldn't. I mean, she could barely eat soft food that you
Like,
don't
without
really
the
have
Like
to
an
chew.
Uncrustable.
Yeah,
like
like
that
God.
was
Yeah.
hard to eat.
and that just falls apart.
Christina, what kind of okay?
It
What
wa-
the
it
hell?
was
crazy.
it was
That's
the
a lot.
nerves that
Yeah.
it was like sitting on
Yeah,
in
it
my
was pressing
nose.
on the nerves.
It was crazy. But I mean, other than that, like I'm just trying to like take it easy, but I
Mhm.
don't have any limitations.
Mhm.
So I really could do stuff, but at the same time, I overthink a lot and I think about everything that needs to get done. So like my train of thought is, oh, it's Thanksgiving month. Like and we're hosting Thanksgiving again this year,
Mhm.
and more people are coming this year. So I'm like, oh, I need to budget and plan for all
Mhm.
the like ingredients I need and blah 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 and Christmas, and we are doing like white elephant for everyone, and I'm like, okay, I need to do all this stuff, and the train of thought just keeps going. But other than that, like that's where I'm personally at. I just am trying to do the best job I can at work, do quality work. I hate when I mess up. That's a
Mhm.
big pet peeve of mine, and I beat myself up more than I should. But I'm learning, and I've been doing a lot better about giving myself grace with any mistakes that I've been making.
Mhm.
And it happens, and I'm just gonna go to the next one and do better. And that's pretty much it. I want to get a dog soon. I think we
Yeah,
both do. Chandler more so than I do. But that would take some changing work schedules around to be
Mhm.
able to have a dog because we want to get a puppy. So that's tricky.
Yeah. I don't want to be one of those people that like get a dog and then they just
Don't take care of
terrible
it.
care.
Yeah.
But like, I want my dog to be like trained really well.
Yeah.
I'd love to be able to have my dog where I can take it on a walk and not have to have a leash.
Mhm.
Like, it just would be so much nicer. Just be like, snap,
Just
call the
come
dog's
over
name,
here.
whatever,
Yeah.
and they come to me.
Yeah.
Like definitely want to crate train, but I don't want them to be in the crate all day as
Yeah.
a puppy,
Mhm.
just learning everyday things.
Yeah, I mean, like, we get a crate anyway. Like, we want to get one of those like really nice like wooden
the
ones
big one.
that
Yeah,
look
yeah.
really nice.
Yeah.
Because not only that, I'd feel so much better putting like our dog in a crate if it's nice. Like,
Mhm.
at least it looks nice. Like, it's a quality piece of furniture that you have in your house. Like, I don't want to stick them in this like raggedy metal crate
Yeah.
that it's like rattles all the time
They're
when they
just
touch
sitting
anything.
there for like hours.
No, like I
yeah.
want them to be like they go in there and they're like, yeah, I can just lay down and take
Yeah.
a nap.
Mhm.
Like that's what I want, and I
Mhm.
know she wants the same thing.
Like I think in the beginning, definitely wanted the regular crates and for them to like grow and stuff. But once they're like, crate trained after like a few months. Like you take so much pride in like the bed frame that you pick, that you put your mattress on. Like I want the same thing for our animal. Like they are a part of the family. They deserve, you know, a good bed too. Like I don't know.
I want them to want to go in there.
Yeah.
Not like, you know
Not
what I
like
mean?
a punishment type of
yeah,
thing.
like
Yeah,
if they decide that it's the middle of the day and we're sitting here watching football on Sunday, that they're just like, well, I'm going to go lay down.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to go lay down on my crate.
Yeah.
Door open, their bed in there, they got their toys in there. Like, it's not like I'm being punished, I'm going to my crate.
Yeah.
Like, I have to go in my crate because they're leaving. It's, okay, I'm going to go in my crate.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I want. But yeah, I mean, I'd love to have a dog. But I guess where I'm at right now, been a very confused boy.
Don't beat yourself up.
No, not at all. I laugh because I get it. Like
Yeah.
I do. Yeah.
So, you know, my dad, very traditional dude, you know, got to go to college.
Yeah.
That's how you be successful. Well, in my opinion, college is a scam. Because I paid 4 years to go to college, and I have a piece of paper that means nothing. I got a dumbass degree. I went to school for business. Like, I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
But I did it because it was easy, and I had to go to college. That
Yeah.
was like a thing I had to do. And if I had my choice, I would never do it again. And I would not, if I could go back in time, I would go to trade school or do something like that instead, because that's like everybody there's
life
always
skill.
you're always going to need a blue collar worker.
Yeah.
Not that I would want to be a blue collar worker my whole life, but you can work your way out of being in the field in a blue collar job. Like, I'd rather be a freaking electrician because they make more money than I'm making right now, and I have a 4-year degree that I paid for, and it means nothing. Like, the owners of my company don't even know I have my degree because they're morons. Like, they wanted to send me to management school. I have a degree in business management.
That's insane.
I took.
Wait, they wanted you to go to
Yes.
they wanted you to go to
Yeah,
management
I guess they
school?
wanted me to have a master's before I could become a manager. A shipping and receiving manager at that. Like,
They wanted you to have a master's degree for that?
no, I don't think they wanted me to have a
Yeah,
master's
they
degree.
wanted him
But
to
the
take
thing
a
was,
They told
Management. Okay, yeah.
specifically one of them told my manager, who is like a mentor to me. He told me that they told him either I need to learn under him, which I fully agree with, or I need to go to management classes. I'm like, for what? What did I just spend thousands and thousands of dollars getting? But I don't think they even remember I have a degree.
A degree, yeah.
So, like, it's like, cool. Yeah, maybe I just work for the smartest people on earth.
Yeah.
But I just don't see the benefit I've gotten out of it, other than the fact that, like, I have a degree, cool. Like, I know business, but business is it's common sense. Like, it's really not that difficult.
Agreed.
And if I, like, that was something I wanted to learn, and I probably could have just learned it on my own and at my own pace and saved myself tens of thousands of dollars. And now instead I got my real estate license. I'm not doing anything with it right now.
Not yet.
But I got that, and I did that on my own. I paid for it all myself. I didn't get a loan to do it.
Yeah.
And it was something I actually wanted to learn, whereas, you know, you go to college and you take all the way from first grade to 12th grade, and then into college you take the same classes.
Over and over and over
and over
And
again.
they're like,
until your last 2 years of college.
Yeah.
Where you finally get to take the classes that mean anything.
Yeah. And even then, the knowledge that you learn in school is basic knowledge.
Yeah. Yeah. Unless you're going to graduate school, unless you're going to be a doctor, an engineer, you're going in the IT, which even then, there's so many certificates for IT. Why do you really need a degree for it?
So many certificates for
Like, they're in my opinion, it almost feels like, unless you're going to be a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer, don't go to college.
Yeah.
There's no point. You're gonna find a company that will send you to college. Don't pay for it yourself. It's a waste of time. And that's where I got after I literally after I graduated, because I couldn't get a freaking job to save my life in a management program. I applied to management trainee programs. Couldn't get an interview. Couldn't even get an interview.
That's insane.
So I was like, all right, screw it. I want a higher paying job. Applied to a bunch of customer service jobs.
Mhm.
Got where I'm at now. The company.
Mhm.
Very small company, corporate branding company, and I love the job. It's very easy. The owners are great people. That's it. They're great people. They're very like they really are. They really care about like work life balance.
Yeah.
Like, genuinely. There are so many times I've been called by Bridget, who's the majority owner of the company.
Mm-hmm.
She would call me all the time as I'm leaving or like I just got home, and I was perfectly fine with like because most of the work I did was on the computer
Mhm.
when I started there. I was perfectly fine. Like, hey, whatever you need, I'll help you. I was a salaried employee. It didn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, she's not gonna have to pay me overtime.
Yeah.
So she would always get upset that I'd be like wanting to work if she called me, but
Mhm.
I was like, what? Like, whatever. But she's like, no, you're off the clock. Like, you've clocked out. You're home. Be home. So I've always appreciated how much they care about like a work-life balance. But at the same time, it's like, to me personally, I look at it as like a dead-end job. Like, I don't see myself going anywhere there because it's a small company. I personally don't think they respect me in a way that they would want to elevate me.
That's
I don't
fair.
know why they don't. My manager does. I guess he's now a chief officer of the company now, but
Mhm.
like he sees me that way, but they don't, and I'm not sure why.
Yeah.
And that's like super frustrating because I mean I've been there for 3 years now.
Mhm.
I'm one of the longer tenured employees there, and it's just like feels like they don't care, and that's where I got frustrated. Um, had a blow up with the other owner, and that was when I was like, okay, I'm done. Like I'm gonna go get my real estate license. And I thought, obviously, don't know much about real estate. I took architecture in high school. I love like houses. I genuinely just loved going and looking at houses. I know a
Mhm.
lot about that stuff. I don't know the ins and outs of being a real estate agent yet because I'm still learning it, but that was something I'd always thought about doing since I graduated from high school.
Yeah.
I fought with myself about doing that or college, and I just was like, I never bit the bullet of buying the class and doing all the things I needed to do because it is expensive. Like it wasn't cheap. I had
Yeah.
to pay,
It's a lot too, is it not?
it's also thousands of dollars, but
Yeah.
but I was more prepared to like pay for that than college
To go. Yeah.
because 20 grand for 2 years of college is like nobody has that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, so I got my real estate license and I did all the things I need to. I joined a broker with Keller Williams and then I told the owners of my company
Mhm.
that I got that, and my original plan was like in the back of my head always from the day I talked to Keller Williams was you're joining a team, you're joining a team, you're joining a team. Well, after talking with other agents there, they they know so much, and it's just like it's a lot. Like it is a little overwhelming, and it freaked me out a little bit. So I was like, man, I don't.
Okay, we can keep going.
That's unfortunate.
My camera died, but it's okay.
Yeah. So they have a lot of information to share, and they want to like they want you to ask questions, and that was the thing is like I talked to one of the best performing agents at my brokerage
Mhm.
because our growth coordinator wanted me to talk to him, and I came in to that meeting like thinking it was almost like an interview to join his team because he had a team. It's very small. It's him, one other agent, and then his assistant. And so he like he I came and sat down and he just was like, so what do you want to know? And I was like, oh, this is what's happening.
Yeah.
I didn't know I was not prepared for this. I was prepared to be asked questions, and I was not prepared to ask the questions.
No,
I
yeah.
don't know the questions I was supposed to ask. So I basically was like, I just need you to, like, I don't know anything.
Yeah.
So we had a conversation, and he basically was like, you should have this much saved up to cover, 6+ months of expenses.
Mhm.
And I was like,
Like for real estate?
yeah, like if I'm going to join a team, I have to quit my job.
Okay.
And that's your full-time job. Your
Yeah.
full-time job is real estate. Makes perfect sense to me. They want you to be bought in, and you're joining a team. And you know, the thing is when you're an agent, you pay your brokerage if you sell a house, if you help someone buy a house, you split your commission with the brokerage.
Mhm.
You join a team, you split your commission with the brokerage, you split your commission with the team. So I'm losing more money joining a team. The benefit of joining a team is you expedite your knowledge significantly
Mhm.
because you get clients right there, like from the team. They have people that they have in contracts, and they want you to help them sell them houses or sell their houses. Like they want you to help those clients
Yeah.
because they don't have enough people to do it. And so you get like instant hands-on training. But the thing is at least this specific team, the guy I talked to, he's like, after your first year, I expect half of your sales to be from your leads.
Yeah.
And not that I think that's a problem. I have no issue with that because obviously he wants to see that I'm working. If I'm just mooching off of him and his leads, I'm not really doing anything.
Yeah. You're not really doing the work to.
Yeah. So
get
he
to-
wants
yeah.
to see them. But I was like, if half of my sales are from me, why should I be giving you a split?
Yeah.
So now, obviously, again, the other half of my sales could be from him. But
Mhm.
if it gets to a point where most of my sales are from me, at that point I should just leave the team and not split it. So I kind of got to the point where I was like, I'm not going to join a team. I don't have the money to join a team, first of all.
Is it
just
expensive?
Well, no, it's free to join a team.
Okay.
It's the expenses of living
Got
that
it.
catch up to you when you're
Yeah.
not making money. Because it could take me 30 minutes. It could take me 30 days to get a client.
Mhm.
It could take me 30 days to help that client sell their house or buy a house.
Mhm.
So that's 2 months right there on a maybe. Like it's not a guarantee I sell that person's house or help them buy a home
Yeah.
or whatever I'm doing to help them. It's not a guarantee that I make any money off of that. So it's like it's terrifying because it's like I don't know if I'm going to make any money. And I genuinely thought that when I told my company that I had to, I got my real estate license. I thought they were going to be like, okay, see you later.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Like, not that, again, like I said, they're not terrible people, but like my thought process, like, is if I was a business owner and someone like a employee I rely on comes and tells me like, hey, I got a certification in this, I'm going to try and start doing it. I'm like, oh, you're
Let me put out a
you're,
hiring
you're
ad.
halfway
Yeah.
out the door.
Yeah.
I need to replace you.
It's giving you're gonna quit in 2 weeks. Yeah.
So that was kind of like exactly how I thought that was going to go. It went the complete opposite direction. They were super like excited for me that I got my real estate license, and specifically Bridget, she was very encouraging, and she was like, that's incredible. If you need any advice, like, I did real estate, blah blah blah. She was another person that told me not to join a team. Then I talked to the other owner who I don't necessarily get along with that well. Like he's not a bad guy. He's just like I don't.
You guys don't
You guys
click
don't
well.
match.
I'm not a
Yeah.
fan.
It's just not a. Yeah.
I think it's more. I think he would be a cool friend. I think he'd be a cool dude to hang out with.
But as like a
But
coworker.
as essentially like my boss,
Mhm.
like the owner of the company, it's just like I don't know. Like it doesn't mesh well. I'm a super confrontational person. He's not a confrontational person. It doesn't go well. Things definitely don't work out that way.
No.
When one person's confrontational and the other is not. And when he found out, he wanted to have a conversation with me, and it went well. He, gave my information to one of his buddies who owned a Keller Williams brokerage up in Chattanooga, and he told me the exact same thing: don't join a team. So I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm definitely not joining a team
Yeah.
now.
There's like three people now.
I've talked to one guy,
Yeah.
and he like it felt like he was talking me out of joining a team,
Like,
and he was the one who had the team for me to join. It was just everything that he was throwing at me. I was like, I'm not ready
Mhm.
for a team. So, skip past that. I don't join a team. I'm gonna do this part time. Well, because I'm comfortable and I'm in a job that's flexible and easy, and I get a paycheck every 2 weeks, and I can pay my bills. Yeah, like I'm too comfortable.
No, yeah, you said. I was about to say. I was gonna call you out. You said it. You're
Yeah,
too
no,
comfortable.
I
where you're
am too
at, yeah.
comfortable, and because of that, like, I come home after work, and I don't want to do anything. I want to chill. I want to hang out with my wife when she gets home, and it's kind of like there's so many things that go into it as to why I'm not actually pursuing it, and it's all like comes down to being me and making excuses, and like anybody's gonna do that. Everybody does it, but like all I've been doing is making excuses for it.
Yeah.
And they're all terrible excuses. Like none of them. Like we've had a lot going on the past few months. We were planning our 1-year anniversary party.
That's a lot.
We were doing a lot of work to the house, to the yard. We were doing a lot. So like kind of an excuse, but not really.
Okay, but like when we say we were doing a lot, we were working in the yard almost every single day after work.
Yeah, I was
We
gonna say.
had kickball on
You had to
Thursday.
think, yeah, like the
Chandler had
events.
Monday softball.
Yeah,
But again, like those
there
are
were valid excuses.
But
they're excuses.
I
at the
think
end of the day.
I think that like what, at least correct me if I'm wrong, but I think pertaining to what you're saying is like the excuses are like they're not necessities.
Well, excuses are excuses. That's what they are.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to validate an excuse. They're an excuse.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't matter what the excuse is. It could be my grandma's dying of cancer, and it's like, I want to be there to take care of her. Yeah, that's an excuse though to not do stuff.
There you go.
It is. Like at the end of the day, that's an excuse. Whether it's a good one or not, it doesn't matter. It's an excuse.
Mm-hmm.
And I've just finally this. By the way, I got my license in May.
Oh yeah, it's
been a while.
It's been a minute. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't done anything. I haven't finished my post licensing. I haven't educated myself more on what I need to. But I finally, for the first time today, reached out to the growth coordinator at my branch, and I was like, "Hey, I've been MIA. Got a lot of excuses.
My bad.
None of them make any sense. I just had a lot going on, and she's great. I absolutely love her. She's the sweetest lady ever. Like when I passed my test, she was like, "Oh my God, I'm so proud of you."
Aww.
She didn't even know me, but she was like, "I'm proud of you," and I was like, that like really hit me.
Yeah.
And so when I texted her today, she was like, this can be very intimidating. Like you're starting your own business, like what you're doing, like. I just have a lot of bills to pay for.
Yeah.
And I can't afford to not work, but then I don't want to work after I'm done working. And I have to get over that because I'm not going to get where I want to be if I don't do that.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying, like, I know I'm not going to get to doing real estate full time for a while because I have to build up that client base, and like it's going to take years before I'm a seasoned professional in what I'm doing. And I'm perfectly fine with that because I have a job that pays my bills. I just have to be willing to come home and whether it's 1 hour, 2 hours a day, put some time aside. So my first step is, and this is again a couple months down the road, but in January, February, I finally have like classes I'm going to go to for real estate from Keller Williams that'll like teach me how to write and look at and read contracts. So that when, I do get a client, I know what the hell I'm looking at. Because I don't right now. I looked at DocuSign and I was like, I don't know what's happening. I don't know how to fill any. I don't know how to put any information in here. So I mean, it's been a lot. So like, I guess my transition right now is like trying to become. And this is maybe like, you know what? I think this fits in perfectly with your podcast and like your. Definition of like
they
conceited.
Can't see me, but like me smiling is because like everything you're saying is literally the inevitable of what I'm trying to portray.
Well, so today at work, when Matt sent the text about
by the way, Matt, if you're listening to this, I really hope you're not dead because
man, you ghosted us. That's crazy.
You were supposed to be here and you're not, but it's okay. We forgive you.
So we
made pancakes.
We did.
Oh yeah, they were pretty good
But
they were chocolate chip.
we
All in the details. I'm done.
Protein.
So he sent the second episode of your podcast in the group chat.
Oh yeah, today.
So
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, oh shit, I didn't realize it was out, and I didn't even know where to look for it, honestly. So then I was like, okay, I'm gonna listen to the first episode,
Mhm.
and it was you kind of talking about your definition of conceited.
Mhm.
That kind of goes with why I want to get where I'm trying to go, because God, I sound like such like a egotistical freak when I talk about this too. I don't want to work for anybody because I feel like I could do a better job.
That's loud.
Because not that I know everything, because I don't like want it to come across as that I know everything, but I just feel like because of who I am, that I would, no matter, like, I would be doing a better job than them.
Yeah.
Like the two owners of my company right now, I personally think if I was in their position, I would be doing a better job than them, because I have open ears, and I listen to people. I would want to actively, not that Bridget's very hands-on, but she's in sales. Like she does like 90% of our sales for the company. But as the other owner, I would be more hands-on. I would want to know what's going on. I would want to know how to do everything.
But there is a specific way to go about it.
But I wouldn't be telling people like you can't do it this way.
Yeah.
Like if you find a better way to do something, you should be doing it that way.
Exactly.
And this is another way I've always felt about like the hiring process. I think a lot of managers are scared to hire people that they think have a lot of potential because they don't want them to take their job and they don't want them to move up ahead of them
Absolutely.
before they can. So I think a lot of people don't want to do that. And I'm like, why? I would be proud to hire someone that is better than me.
Yeah.
I'm not the best. I know there's people out there that are better than me.
Absolutely.
I'm not that egotistical to think I'm the best person ever at what I'm doing. I know that there's plenty of younger people or people my age or people sometimes a little bit older than me that are very clearly better and more knowledgeable at these things, and I should absolutely hire them and expect them to move up faster than me.
Absolutely. I mean, it's gonna happen that way naturally. Like that's literally like the generational standpoint of it. Like at one point, our parents' generation, or even your brother, he's a little bit older than us, like they knew someone was gonna come in and do what they could do, but better. Because not only is the world changing, but like there's so many materials and resources that you can actually go out and find for yourself. Like the way that you said, like college is a waste of time. I agree. I think college is a waste of time. If you don't go to school for specific things, as someone who literally is going to school to study marketing, like for me, I'm like, dude, I could do that in my sleep. Literally why I choose to go work for myself. Like it's not because, you know what, I do think I'm a little bit better than some people, but it's not
There's nothing wrong with that.
It's not in an egotistical standpoint. It's simply because I know that I have the capability and means to do something that's better than the average person that just wants to go work in corporate America, which, not knocking on people who do that, but that's just not me. Like, I know I'm meant for more, so why would I not go get it?
I don't want to climb the ladder.
No.
I don't, not, and that sounds like lazy, because it is a lot of work for people that want to do that. And for anybody that wants to do that, like, good for you. Like, I couldn't do it because I think there's too many politics. There's too much ass kissing. There's, oh, I have to go talk to this person just so they know who I shouldn't have to do any of that.
No.
I should be able to work my ass off, and all the results of my work prove that I'm competent and capable to do whatever.
Exactly.
And that's what sucked at my company, and it's something I talk about with Jim all the time. And it's, he's like, that people notice when you work overtime, and people notice when you work hard, and people notice. And I looked at him the other day, and we were talking about, I was like, no, they don't. Because look at me.
I'm not being recognized for it.
Yeah,
it's
look at the money I'm making, the position I'm at, the fact that I couldn't even be given, again, it's stupid. Titles don't matter, but the fact that I couldn't even be given a manager title because I'm too incompetent to manage a Filipino that is working in the Philippines. Like, yeah, sorry, I can't manage her over Zoom. I can't literally physically give her work.
Yeah.
Like, it's it's frustrating because like that's one of the things I was judged off of was I got handed a couple of girls from the Philippines that I was supposed to manage, and I was like, I don't know what you want me to do.
Yeah, use some context.
Yeah.
Put some
We're
context.
They're
clarifying. Yeah.
overseas workers that do remote work. Like
Yes.
I'm not like a pimp, but I was handed them to manage them and their work, and they were supposed to help me, but I was fully capable and was continuing to do all of the work on my own.
Exactly.
And then when they came on and I had to manage them, I had to backtrack and go over their work. And I was doing double work. They were paying them and they were paying me to do the same thing that I could have done on my own.
Exactly.
So that was, and I was told, you have no choice. They're getting hired. You have to manage them. And I was like, okay, I guess that's fine.
Mhm.
Whatever. Like, I'll deal with it. But that was one of the metrics I was judged off of as to why when I talked to Jim about being the manager of shipping and receiving, why I was told that I will be a lead and not a manager. Again, titles unnecessary, but when it comes to pay,
It's a big
necessary.
difference. Yeah.
because I was having my performance review and was getting a raise, and I was like, well, that's not much. And I was like, I'd rather be hourly than salary at this point because I'm going to be working overtime in a production job. I want to get compensated for that.
Yeah.
Had a conversation with the owner, and he was like, well, as a manager, typically managers are salaried employees. I was like, well, Bridget made it very clear I'm not going to be a manager. So
Why would I do?
I'm going to
double
go
the
to
work?
hourly
Yeah.
so I can, because, not a manager.
Yeah.
You want to give me that title so you can pay me salary? Fine. Fine with me. I don't care. Give me whatever title you want, but you're not going to argue something crazy when it's not, what makes no sense.
Yeah.
So I don't like having to ask someone else for more money. I hate that. Because I know what I'm worth and I know I'm not going to get paid that. That's fine. I understand how business works. I understand you can't pay me an exorbitant amount of money because you'll lose money. I'm not stupid. But I still understand the value I bring, and I'd hope they understand that too.
Absolutely.
It just feels like they don't sometimes because, you get like scoffed at when you ask for a certain amount. I mean, I've already quit the company before
And then gone back.
and gone back because they didn't pay me what I wanted and they hired me back at more than what I asked for the first time,
Which
is hilarious.
The logic. Yeah.
But that's because, in my opinion, that showed, I think the 3 months I was gone showed how valuable I was.
Yeah,
and-
but that's the thing. People pay, it's the stigma of, it not being vocalized to your face, but, people know what you're worth. I've done that before. Even when I was 19 working at a bowling alley, I left for a whole year, came back, and I somehow became a manager after, 2 months. And then I was like, not getting paid enough for this. I'm going to demoted myself. And then it was once I demoted myself, everything went under the bus. And I was like, okay,
Yeah.
cool. Why am I still here? This is not worth my time. I don't want to work myself up because you're obviously not giving me the tools necessary to want to get to the next level. And if you're not going to help me get to the next level, then the only other person I have is myself. So I'm going to go and do what I think is best for me. And that led me to different opportunities that obviously I'm not doing anymore, but it led
Yeah.
me to this point now where I'm at today where I'm like, you know what? What do I want? Where do I want to be? Which is literally the most important thing you could ask yourself, especially at our age. Being in your 20s is already so hard to navigate, especially there's so many people I know around me that have so many different careers and just different ways of thinking. And I just question, people who don't have people like how I have you guys in my circle where I'm like, how do you not have people surrounding you who aren't also asking for more?
Yeah.
How does nobody around, how do people not have people who don't want better for their lives? I just don't get that.
Yeah. I definitely relate to Chan in a way where, unfortunately, I'm not going to grow in the company that I'm in. I'm going to be able to learn more tools and possibly hands-on training with when it comes to maybe medical coding and that route, and maybe getting my coding license and getting a remote job one day and just doing that from home and making a little bit more money.
Mm-hmm.
There's only so much that they are willing to pay us, unfortunately. It just is unfortunate in a way where I know I will just be at my position and I will just have to wait for my yearly evaluations.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll just be a little pinch more each year, and that's about it.
Yeah.
And there's unfortunately with when it comes to being in billing and with insurance, there's only so much that we can do on our end for the people who are the front end to also help out and make sure that mistakes aren't missed.
Yeah.
But there is that care and training that needs to go into that in order for that to happen. And it's often missed a lot, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
But
I think the issue with like corporate jobs, there's only so much value you really can have and like
Mhm.
create, because you're limited in what you're really allowed to do.
Yeah.
Like it feels, and there's like, I don't know if there's like a stigma or just a feeling that when you do decide to step outside of what you're supposed to do and you think what you're doing is improving things, and maybe they very well are, but because someone above you disagrees with what you're doing, it's like, why did you do that? Well, it's like, well, I'm from my perspective, I'm making things better.
Yeah.
Like, one, it's more efficient, and two, it's easier.
But it's the same thing of like those people have been in that career for 20 plus years.
oh my god, yeah.
So for them, that stuff works, and then they've got this 26-year-old walking in the door going, you know what? There's a better way to do this. They're like, no,
They're stuck in their ways.
Yeah.
Well,
Like
it's like, if there was a better way, I would have found it.
that part.
Yeah.
But
like
did you even look? Like, did you even try? Or
Mhm.
like, are you so? It leads back to my point of, are you so comfortable with the way that things have been going that you just think like this is like, are you even looking for growth? Like, are you even trying to build your company or corporation or whatever it is that you're doing? Like, again, how do you not want more? Like, what?
like I think for my circumstance, they do, but they also give excuses to, oh, that's just how that person is. And they've been here for 20, 17 years.
And I
However,
hate that because it's just not how it is. Like
I'm very aware that I work in a dermatology and these
Mhm.
people are coming in here with very personal issues, and like they are having to pay for this, whether that's out of pocket or with insurance or
Mhm.
whatever the case may be. And we are here to make the appointment go as smooth as possible and get the best care that they can. And there's so many different providers and they keep adding more. But when little things aren't caught or even acknowledged or looked at when it comes to each patient's chart, then that just makes their, oh my God, why did I get this bill? Oh my God, what's going on? I got this letter from my insurance. Well, we haven't even heard from your insurance yet. I'm sorry. Like, wait, hold on.
I'm just as clueless as you
I
are. Like,
want to help you.
yeah.
Like, and it's frustrating because I can't get so emotionally involved in this
Mhm.
because there really is only a limit to what I can do to help.
Mhm. But
Yeah.
I think a lot of people just don't understand that. But it does lead into like the point of, like I said, like leading back on Chandler's standpoint of like people being too comfortable. Like I just think that people, everyone, like anyone, like
It's so easy
not
to get
even
comfortable.
not even just people our age, like even our parents, like at some point in your life it's like it's like an angel and a devil on your shoulder. Like the angel's like, oh, like you're supposed to be way beyond where you are right now, but you haven't done anything or sacrificed anything to get to that point. And then the devil's like, nah, you're pretty chilling here. Like, why even change things if things are going good? But it's like you haven't even tried to unlock the potential that you know you hold. So like, how do you even know that you can be comfortable being this new version of yourself if you haven't even tried to take yourself out of that comfortability? And I just think like people don't, not that they don't think about it, but they don't think about it enough to
Yeah.
where that's why they end up settling or being in these careers,
Mhm.
or you end up in a job for 3 years or 4 years because you're like, or 17 years and you're like, where did time go? And it's like time's been moving because you never took the chance to just gamble on yourself and take a risk.
I think like one thing that turned me off to the rat race of like working in a corporate job is actually like watching my dad. Like my dad worked at Jason's Deli for 23
Oh
years
my gosh.
and got let go because of some issues. Not necessarily anything that he did that was bad, because
Mhm.
really, gray area. It wasn't, not a harassment or anything like that. It was just a very unfortunate thing that he had to get fired for because of a lawsuit from a previous employee.
Yeah.
Right. So I got to see all the hard work my dad put in at this company just get like flushed down the drain because of one decision that he made, and everything just collapsed.
Mhm.
I mean, and it's my dad worked his ass off for his whole life, worked his way up to an executive position in his company, and then fell back down all the way to the bottom.
Mhm.
Did the same thing he was doing for another company, kind of like as like a contractor,
Yeah.
but was living in Oklahoma most of the time. Like he wasn't home ever, and he hated it. And made good money. He made great money, but the issue was is like he got to a point in his 50s where he was like, "Well, I want to be home." Like obviously, me and my brother were grown up. We were still living at home, but we were grown up. It wasn't like he was missing us being kids.
Yeah.
Just miss being home. And then he goes and joins Publix, joins the rat race again for another corporation, and had to start at the very bottom. I mean, part-time employee with the resume that he had, the degrees that he has, everything that he had to start out as a part-time worker. And then it took him 3 years to become a manager of a department. Just a department.
That's insane.
So like I've seen someone climb the ladder, fall all the way back down the ladder, and try to climb back up it, and then realize I'm done.
This ain't it.
I'm
Yeah,
not
I
climbing it
can't do
anymore.
this anymore.
This shit sucks.
Yeah.
I'm tired of it. And I was happy that he had that realization, but I was sad at the same time because I was like, damn, you really got beaten down this hard.
Yeah.
And I kind of like lost everything. It's just a very unfortunate few years for my dad when everything happened. And, he's doing better now, obviously, but he's content now with having a comfortable job.
Yeah.
Of like making the money he needs to make to live and just be happy.
Yeah.
And I don't see anything wrong with that at all. I think like our generation now is like you have to be so career oriented and like career, sacrifice everything for your career. And it's like I get it, but at the end of the day, there really isn't anything wrong with being comfortable as long as that's what you're okay with.
Yeah.
And for me personally, like I'm not okay with being comfortable in my profession.
Yeah.
Because I'm not happy where I'm at.
Yeah.
I'm happy with the comfortability. I'm happy with my work-life balance. I get to see Christina all the time. Like, it doesn't necessarily take time away from me and Christina. She has her own job, and we work basically the same hours.
Mhm.
So I'm not missing any time with us. But I know that if I want to get where I want to get, and I want to get out of this company and be basically doing my own thing with my own company in real estate, I have to give up that comfort and that time for a little bit to get where I want to get full time.
Exactly.
I think for me, I don't really see most of the people around our age like climbing the corporate ladder. Most of the people, I think I'm going to split it into like either thirds or fourths. Like, I think there's one group where I'm a mom, I'm having kids, like I'm stay at home.
Yeah.
Like there's like that huge like
Traditional.
yeah.
And
like,
for preference,
group.
we live in the South, so
It's very
it's
traditional
yeah,
here,
it's a given.
And like maybe not all of them are at like stay at home or whatever, but they're having like 1, 2, maybe they're on their third kid. Like there's oh my God, those are the same people my age.
Yeah.
Like, okay, that's one route. Or I'm traveling, I'm living my best life, I'm in Hawaii, I'm Like, and they're doing great. And it's like they really are doing, like, taking such good care of themselves. Like, they're doing the 75 hard challenge. They're doing their social media. I mean, they're really killing it. Like, I wish I studied abroad. Like, I wish I traveled more. Like, so seeing that is like, oh my God, did I miss something?
Yeah.
And then there's the other part where they are just like comfortable in these jobs, and then that are like keeping them afloat, and then like going to concerts and living their like single life kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I like don't know where I fit in with that. So it's uncomfortable, but I am comfortable where I'm at and comfortable with the pace that we are going. So that's how I view it, which I know is not super common. But
I feel like that's like the thing though. Like everybody has their own definition of comfortability. Like some people look at it as like I'm comfortable in my career, or I'm comfortable where I live, or the typical standpoints. But when it comes to like growth, I feel like settling for where you are, like being the way that you are now, you shouldn't want to be that way for the rest of your life. Like,
No, you should always have always have like an outlook of I'm not going to be here in 5 years. Hopefully I'm going to be in a better position. If I'm not, either I was unlucky or I didn't try hard enough.
exactly.
And like I think another like a big thing as well, and this is something that me and Christina have talked about a lot and that I've kind of said to her um because I think as much as I don't have a direction, I have a direction of like I want to do real estate.
Mm-hmm.
For a while with when we started dating and when we got engaged, like she didn't have any idea really what she wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
And which is perfectly fine. She was 24 at the time. 23, 24. You shouldn't have everything figured out.
Mm-hmm.
Most people don't have anything figured out until they're 30. Like you have 7 years at that point to figure things out, and that if that's the time it takes, that's the time it takes.
Yeah.
Like you could be broke up until your 30s, and then all of a sudden trajectory changes, you take off, and you're doing completely fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's having to be like okay with like being patient, and I will get there as long as I keep working. I will get there. You know, it's tough not being impatient, but at the end of the day, like, especially for us, it's not just Christina. It's
Yeah.
not just me. It's us. And, like we'll work through whatever we have to get where we want.
Yeah.
And we'll do that together. And like if someone needs to work more hours to get where they want, they have to work more hours. The benefit for me and what I'm trying to do is like luckily for me, I can bring her with me. Like if I need to do, an open house, like it's perfectly fine that she's with me. If I need to show some clients a house last minute because they need to see, I can bring her with me. Like I don't get to lose that time with her doing that.
Yeah.
Which is great. And again, it took me until I was 26 to really figure out that I wanted to do real estate and really dive in and really try for it. But I might not figure it out and really get into it until I'm 30 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm completely fine with that because I can't expect to go from 0 to 60 in 2 seconds. I just
Mm-hmm.
can't. It's especially with how money is now.
The world's a little
With how expensive
little
everything is
pricey,
now.
yeah.
Like it, my car's 10 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to have a new car. Her car is 13 years old. She'd love to have a new car. Like, those would be nice things to have. But you can't do that making the money that we make, paying the bills that we pay.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard. And then on top of that, to have that want to be like, oh, I got to work more. Like, it sucks. It, like, beats you down. But I think when you get to the point of, like, whatever your definition of success is,
Mm-hmm.
it's worth it as long as you don't lose anything in the process. And I
Yeah.
think that's something I've always been like scared of. Is one, I have a massive fear of failure,
Welcome to the club.
which
Yeah.
which I think holds me back because I think having that fear of failure, I'm like, well, if I don't do it, I can't fail. But in not doing it, I'm failing.
Yeah.
Right. And this conversation I've had with her a lot that because I'm not doing anything with the real estate, like in my head, I'm not failing, but realistically, I'm failing because I'm not doing anything.
Exactly, because you're almost taking away the opportunity that you could have to be successful.
Yeah, it's like another thing I've said a lot is like cliches are cliches for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're not just, oh, that's super corny, like it's a cliche. No, like they're cliches because that is like it is real.
Mm-hmm.
Like again, this isn't necessarily cliche, but you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. If I don't try, I can't succeed.
Exactly.
All I can do is fail because I'm not trying. Or you have the other perspective of, well, I'm not trying, so I'm not failing, which is like always in the back of my head. I was like, well, I'm not doing anything, so technically I'm not failing, but realistically, I'm not succeeding. So what am I doing?
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not succeeding, I'm failing. And that's like a tough thing to accept, but at the end of the day, I know it's because I'm too comfortable in my profession.
Mm-hmm.
But the issue is like it's like again, it's like an opportunity cost thing. Do I give up more time with Christina to do real estate? I don't really want to, but like if I want to get where I want to get, I kind of have to.
It's necessary, yeah.
And I know she's okay with it.
For a period of time.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't
because it's a
think- yeah,
temporary thing.
yeah.
It's not like I'm going to be working 12 hours a day the rest of my life. It's I have to put this time in now so that later we'll be fine.
Exactly. And I
The
also
issue is I just don't. I hate it.
because you don't like the way it feels. Because a part of you, it's like like you said, the opportunity cost, but it's the sacrifices that you have to make to get to that next level. Like I think that's what people don't understand is that like you're not always gonna want to do like the thing that's gonna get you to the next step.
Yeah.
Because majority of the time, it's either gonna hurt someone or it's gonna hurt yourself. And it's not like in a painful, like excruciating type of way. It's just the fact of like, dang, I don't really want to give this up because I enjoy what's here. Like why would I give this up when I have something good going on, but at the same time, is it also holding me back from getting to that next point? And it's not a bad thing. It's just the questions you have to ask because it's like, if I want to become this version of myself that has all of these things and is able to manage, being, with you guys, like you being with Christina or Christina being with you, or you having the money and the means to go get a new car or buy a new place. Like it's a sacrifice you have to make for I'm not going to say short amount of time, but for
But in the grand scheme of your
exactly
life,
a certain period of time, because at the end of the day, when you look back, it could take you a year. But when you're 30, you're going to look back and be like, I'm so glad I took that year to go work on myself and do what I needed to do in order for us to get to this next step. Because if I hadn't taken that sacrifice and let go of something that I didn't want to let go of, we wouldn't be here.
Yeah. It just again it goes back to the comfort, and it's like it's the same thing with anything. Like, oh, like for me, I don't want to go to the gym after work. I just don't want to. I worked for 8 to 9 hours. Not that I worked, I'm not doing a blue collar job anymore. But if I work for that long, do I really want to go and work out after? Not now. Like if I was single, absolutely, because I have like my time is only spent doing whatever else. Like I have something actually worth spending time on. Not that the gym isn't worth spending time on, but if I'm gonna go to the gym, I'm gonna go in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wake up at 4 in the morning and I'm gonna go to the gym. But then I have to be like, I'm okay with waking up at 4 in the morning and going to the gym. And it's the same thing as, well, if I come home, like I almost have an hour of time to myself to do stuff for real estate, and I don't because my whole like I think my whole like thought process just on life in general is like I want to do whatever makes me happy. Well, in that moment when I get home, I want to relax. Because why? Because it makes me happy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to sit there and go in my office and then work until she gets home again. It's just like, yes, would it make me happy in the long run? Probably. In the long run. In that moment, no. So like that's the issue I always fight with, just like in general, like on a daily basis. Is like,
Discipline.
yeah,
That's-
discipline because
Yeah.
and I know at the end of the day I'm gonna be happier doing that. Like I've gone to the gym this week more than I've gone in a long time.
Mhm.
I've only gone 3 times, but I'm waking up at 4 in the morning every day, even if I'm not going to the gym, and I'm at least getting out of bed. And I'm hoping that keeps me in that routine so that I can get back in the gym, because I know when I'm in the gym, I'm happier. And I know that at the end of the day, if I really put my nose down and I really try to do the real estate stuff, I will be happier in the long run. I just have to like accept it and do it.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing. Like I tried to go to the gym for the longest time consistently, and I never did it until I got to one point where I was just like, you have nothing better to do. Why are you not doing it? And I did it, and I lost 50 pounds and then put it all back on. But I did it, and I proved to myself that I can do it. So like I know that if I like really try,
Yeah,
and I,
you
like,
can achieve. You literally can achieve it. That's
yeah,
That's how I feel. I
it's
mean,
just having to try.
yeah, it's it's the effort that you have to put in to get there. But it's because you're just you are
Comfortable.
comfortable. Yeah, like I don't want
And
to
there's
say it
not-
again, but it's the truth. Like you're just comfortable. Like
The issue, I think the thing as well is it's like it's okay to be comfortable. Like it's not a bad thing to be comfortable.
no, not at all.
It's just if you're comfortable and you want to stay that way, you have to be okay with that.
Yeah.
And it's not that I'm not okay with it. I just know that I'd be happier, which again, that is like my main goal in life, is just to be happy.
Absolutely.
Like I don't want to be anything else other than happy. And so if in the long run, whatever I do professionally, in my relationship, having kids, getting a dog, going on vacations, whatever, like if that's what's going to make me happy, I want to do whatever I need to do to get to that point to make me happier.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever that is.
Yeah.
As long as it's not some messed up stuff.
But you taking those simple steps of waking up every day and choosing to do what you're wanting to do, like that's already the first step of you choosing to become a better person, or to become that version of yourself you know that you're meant to be. Like it's like in your mind you're like, this isn't really a lot, like me going to gym for 15-30 minutes, like lifting and doing whatever, but like it's more than what your old self was doing.
Yeah, you gotta be. I think you gotta be okay with losing something to gain something.
Absolutely. Especially when you do, and I will say this in a people standpoint because I think I can kind of relate to it in a similar stance. It's a different conversation for a different time. But like there are things that you don't want to give up, but you just have to. Like for your own growth and your own mental sanity. Like
Yeah.
it's not that I don't want it at all. I just know that if I have it now, I'm going to put myself in a bigger hole than I was when I was just doing what I was doing before. But it's like, if I know what the goal is and I see what the vision is and I know exactly what point I'm supposed to get to, why the hell would I not give this up right now if I know I'm going to get it?
Yeah.
Anyways, like,
yeah. I think if everybody knew the thing that they had to give up and how much and what, like the total cost, I think if everybody knew what it would be, they would do it to get where they wanted to.
absolutely.
Unless again, it's something crazy. Like if it cost me our relationship, there's no way in hell I would ever do that.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a lot of things that I obviously would be like, absolutely not. I'll just stay where I'm at.
Yeah.
I'm not going to risk that because that's just insane. But like, I mean, when I was in college, I wasn't like, I didn't go to parties. I didn't hang out with friends a lot. Like kind of just stayed home, did my own thing, went to the gym, worked, whatever, homework, all that stuff. I was, as a loner. Like I played video games all day and went to work, went to the gym, went to school. That was what I did. And it's been a big transition since being with Christina. I'm constantly around someone.
Mhm.
And
her, her smile is so funny.
well, and like
She's like, "Hey."
I didn't ever think I'd get there. Like I genuinely thought I was gonna be like alone forever. I mean, I have my friends.
Trying to sound like you're about.
Yeah. I mean, I did. I just did. I really thought that I was gonna be like single forever.
Yeah.
And I got to a point where I just accepted that, and which was again, it was weird when we started dating. Like I had to be like I was like, I'm not ready for a relationship. I don't think I can give the time that's needed. But then she was like, what's gonna change other than the label? And I was like, that's a good point. I don't know.
You're not wrong. Yeah.
Well, because at that time there wasn't really much that could change. Like she was still an hour away.
Sometimes over.
Yeah, sometimes over an hour away. It was like we saw each other on the weekends. That was gonna stay that way, whether we were a labeled relationship or not.
Yeah.
Nothing was gonna change. We were gonna talk just as much as we were before. Like I was just overthinking it. Like, well, I can't put the time into that because again, I was so used to just putting all of my time into
yourself.
myself.
Yeah.
And I think that was good for me because I don't personally think. I think there's things I have to work on, but I don't think I have to work on myself. Like I don't think there's. I had so much time for myself that for a long time that I maybe eventually at some point I will need that again where I'll need to like probably go to freaking therapy or something. But like I don't personally feel like I have to work on myself in a way that it takes away from her.
Yeah.
Or it takes away from like being a good friend or whatever. Because I had all that time. And like it was weird when we started dating. It was like I was so used to being alone, just doing my own thing. I was like, I have to not do that anymore. Like I actually have to like care about someone else.
And like worry about
It's
their...
a weird thing
Yeah.
to go from that not to having to.
Because it like it's just cliche, but it's the comfortability. Like you're so used to just being your own person, doing your own thing, flowing the way you wanted. Like you didn't have to tell someone, "Hey, I'm not gonna be here for like 3 weeks," or "Hey, I'm just gonna go throw my phone."
Yeah, you didn't have to be
and
considerate.
turn it off. Yeah, you didn't
Yeah.
have to worry about somebody else in the mix because you're so solely focused on what you have going on, what you want to do for yourself. Like
When that was what knocked me out of the gym, I was like, I'd rather be spending my time with her than at the gym by
exactly.
myself.
You almost like I think transitioning into relationships like because you do like you kind of lose a part of yourself, not in a negative way. You just lose a part of yourself
You
because
give it to someone else.
you realize, oh my god, I really like this person. Like
Yeah.
I want to spend my time, I want to give them my attention. Like I want to show them that I'm there because at the end of the day, like when you're intentional,
Yeah.
the goal is to be together.
Well, you realize how much time is valued.
Exactly.
When you are with somebody that you care about, whether that is a friend or a significant other. And unfortunately, I do feel like more often than not, a significant other is when you really realize, like, oh my God, I want to spend as much time with I can. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. I want to spend as much time as I can with this person.
Mhm.
Like, and then when you haven't seen like a friend for a long time, or like I have a long distance friend who's like 4.5 hours away, like, and I talk with her every day on Snapchat because that's how we communicate now. But Snapchat and TikTok.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh my God, like I didn't realize how much I miss just being like your neighbor, like right next door in a college town.
Yeah.
Like the time I took for granted was crazy.
But you don't realize it in the moment.
Until it's gone.
Yeah, because it's gone. Like
Another cliche.
I think
Like you don't realize what you have until you
it's
no
gone.
longer have it. And that's the same thing that me and my brother had. Me and my brother hated each other for a long time. And then he went to college. And I was like, dang.
Where's John?
That guy I hated, I kind of miss that guy.
Yeah, like
And then we're like became like the best of buds after he came back. Like he went to college. I went to visit him at college. I
Mhm.
spent my entire winter break at his college.
Mm-hmm.
And then I spent my entire spring break at his college. Like, that was what I did when I had my breaks. Like, I didn't go hang out with friends. I went and hang out with my brother and hung out with his friends at his college while I was in high school. And again, it was something we both probably didn't think was going to happen when he moved to college. I don't think we thought that we were going to like miss each other.
Mm-hmm.
And then he moved back in and we spent, I don't know, I guess I was 17 when he moved back in. And then we lived together with my dad until I was about 23, 22.
Yeah.
And we, specifically him, because I have her. So, like, not, and my brother has his
Hello.
wife.
Yeah.
My brother
sure,
has
yeah.
his wife. It's not that.
He's
But
got a family.
my brother used to bug me so much in, like, not like a negative way. He would always just come into my room and want to have a conversation with me. And he misses that now. He can't just, he said there's so many times where he like sits at his desk and he gets up and he's like, because he wants to go in my room and bug the shit out of me. And he can't do that anymore. And again, it's like, even though we both knew what we had in our relationship, I'm still not there, so he misses it.
Yeah.
Like, cliches are cliches for a reason. He misses me. He doesn't have me. Like, you don't know what you have until you don't have it anymore, and it sucks to be in that situation. So then you don't want to have to be in that situation. You don't want to sit there and be like, well, I don't have it anymore. I kind of miss it.
So it's almost like you have to not even train your brain, but it's almost like in, those scenarios, it's like, okay, well, how can I spend more time with my brother? Like, how can I see him more or how can we communicate more often? Like, call him every day. Yeah. Just those little things. But, the cliche of relationships of, people not knowing what they have until it's gone. It's like, yeah, because sometimes like you don't see a value. Like, I'm not saying it's because this is gonna sound so toxic, but
No,
like
I don't think you're gonna sound
yeah,
toxic.
okay. So what I'm trying to say is some people think that like when people like separate or like things fall apart, like it's so detrimental, and I just feel like that's not fair because like sometimes people just don't see the value of something, or they don't realize how much they've taken the time for granted until they're like, oh, well, now like there was a slot in my day that I spent doing blah blah blah, and now there's not. Like, what am I supposed to do with it? But I will say there are some people out there that have wicked tendencies, so those circumstances are very different.
Some people are only meant to be in your life for a certain amount of
Yeah,
time.
like they're not supposed to stay, but I also think it's crucial because like when you think about like family, like my family, all of my family lives in Jersey. Like, I don't see them very often. So when I see them spend time with them,
people.
hello,
my
Jersey.
dad's family lives in Jersey.
But like when I don't see them often, or I'm like, dang, like it would be really nice to talk to certain people, I just can't because like it's just not how it used to be, where like I would spend summers up there, or I would go often and like, spend time with my cousins.
It's not the same. Like, as nice as it is to be able to call people or FaceTime people, it's just not the same.
Yeah, you want quality time.
The real interaction.
Yeah,
with
like
people.
I like being in people's presences. Like, I think the thing is, like, me personally, I will always make time for people that I genuinely enjoy their company because I think you're worth it. Like, I will drop everything just to spend time with you. Like, and not in a like I'm not gonna get everything done type of way. It's just simply like, if I have an hour in my day and you want to see me, I'm on my way. Like, what are we doing?
Something that I think that you guys are more comfortable with than I am is being by yourself. I do not like being by myself. I'm sorry, I'm an emotional person, so I might like tear up and you might hear it in my voice.
Let it out.
Oh, I'm sorry. I lost my dad when I was 11, so like I truly don't take the time I have with people for granted. So I don't like being by myself because then when I'm by myself, I am literally just by myself and with my thoughts. And I don't want that because they're not always healthy. But I like being around people who make me feel happy and feel joy and alive in every moment. So I gravitate towards being around people, or when it was college, being at a party, or when it was in high school, going to a football game. Like, I always wanted to be around people. I always talked with people. I definitely considered myself a popular loner. Like, I think I knew fair amount of the people I went to school with, which in my graduating class was definitely over 1,000. I think it was over 1,500 people. And I knew a lot of them, and I think a lot of them knew me, but I never hung out with anyone. I did not really hang out with like anybody after school, maybe 5 people, and that's like pushing it. After, like, through all 4 years, I just gravitate towards being with others because I'm afraid to be alone. To me, that's uncomfortable. To me, what makes me feel comfortable is doing things that make me feel uncomfortable, like saying yes to those random questions, or the spontaneous like car rides, doing things for me that I think my dad would be proud of, or just anyone like looking down on me would be proud of, or doing things that I would like to do with others. Just getting out of my comfort zone, having fun, talking to that stranger, complimenting their shoes, like anything random like that. To me, that gives me comfort, is living a carefree, lighthearted, you never know what someone's going through, and I'm trying to pass along at least a smile if I can.
I'm starting to understand why we're friends, because you're literally like a copy and paste version of me. Like, everything you just said is like exactly how I am. I will say, like, on the pretenses of being afraid to be alone, I think there was a point in time that I was, and I do think I still have those fears internally. I think the most pivotal point for me to feel complacent in that was me moving. Like,
When you went to Arizona?
yeah, like, I think that was, and nobody, like, only a select few people really know, like, how hard and, like, difficult that was for me.
Couldn't do it.
And
Couldn't do it.
that's what's crazy, is like everyone's like, every, like, the fact that you did that is insane, and I'm
Yeah.
like,
The moving process alone that you did, like with like the U-Haul truck and like all that would give me an anxiety attack. Like, oh, I hate having things boxed up and moving. I moved so much growing up. Like that, oh, I couldn't for that reason number one.
but like that's what's so crazy to me, is like I said it in my last one where I was like, that moment was so small, but like I haven't talked about it, and I think it's because talking about it makes me get that feeling again, where it's not like I'm afraid to talk about it, it's just more of like it makes me relive something that people look and was like, "Oh my god, that's like, you did that. That's so great." But I'm like, I cried every day. Like, I was distraught in anxiety and so like dismantled. Like, I didn't know how to handle not being somewhere where I had no one. It was just the fact that like I was alone. Like, I had to face my thoughts, like the fear of sitting in my own brain and having to think the things that I was thinking. Like, I hated it. I just wanted to stop, and not in a terrible way. It was just more of like I just wanted my brain to shut up. Like,
Well,
I just wanted to stop thinking.
it wasn't like you moved in with a roommate. You moved in by yourself. Like,
Yeah.
you really, and then did you have the cat when you were moving
I
down
did.
there?
I did.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it was just you and a cat.
Yeah.
Like, you were by yourself, and I mean, I can't, specifically me, I cannot imagine being by myself and making that long move like that. That takes a lot of guts. That takes a lot of confidence and being conceited in yourself to know that you can do that and come back. Like, maybe it's coming back to a place of comfort, but it's also you're coming back a different person, more
Yeah.
confident and conceited than before, but in the best way possible.
And it's crazy because like that was my biggest, like, that was my biggest fear, was I kept saying it, where like, because there were months where I was deliberating. I mean, even you guys knew, I would call you guys and be like, guys, I don't know if I want to, like, I think I want to come home. I don't want to do this anymore. But like, I think that
You
was my
can
biggest
attest.
thing of I didn't want to come back and feel like the version that I worked so hard to train my mind to find the comfort in knowing that like being alone isn't always a bad thing, and knowing that like I spent almost a year training my mind to go, just because you're alone like doesn't mean it's a bad thing. Like your thoughts are just thoughts. Like none of this stuff that you're creating in your head actually exists. Like you're bringing the anxiety and the stress upon yourself. Like breathe, relax, you're fine. Me thinking that when I moved back I was just going to lose all of that was like the scariest thing, because I didn't know what it was going to do for me, and I also didn't know like how I was going to handle being this new version of myself in a place that I've known my entire life.
Yeah. I think for me personally, I still like being alone. Like that's never changed. I have her, but like I do like when I get the chances of alone time. I like it. I still miss her. Like it's like there's certain things that happen. Maybe I'm watching a show. Like I wish she was like around to see her, or whatever. Um, I get those moments and then I call her. I'm like, oh my god, I saw this thing. I had to tell you, like, you're the first person I thought of. Like those moments still happen, but I don't. For me, I almost feel like I'm more anxious when not alone.
Okay.
The only time I get anxious when I'm by myself is when I have an existential crisis and I start thinking about death. That gives me a panic attack.
Yes, valid.
Like, I have not come to terms with that. And because of that, every time I think about it, I feel like I'm going to die. Like, it is the worst feeling in the world. I can't even explain it. And, like, it freaks me out so much that I have to, like, sit there and be like, stop, stop, stop,
Mhm.
stop, stop. And that's the only thing that gets me that way. Now obviously, like when I'm by myself and she's like driving or something, yeah, I have my anxiety there. I'm like, I hope she gets wherever safe, whatever. Um, I have full faith that she's going to, but still in the back of my head, I'm always like, yeah, worst possible scenario. And that was honestly why I was single for so long. Every time I thought about ever talking to any girl ever, it was worst case scenario. Like I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna get laughed at because she's gonna think I'm a moron. Like that was always the thought in my head. And it's the same way I feel now with the real estate stuff. It's like I could absolutely go up and talk to that person and just introduce myself and be like, hey, by the way, I'm a real estate agent. Here's my card, or can I get your information? That terrifies me because in my head, it's like the worst response possible for them. When in reality, there's 99 million other ways they could react. Like, and I'm choosing the one that's the worst one. So like when I'm alone, I don't ever have to think about that. I just get to be by myself, do whatever, watch a dumb TV show, play a video game, like go to the gym, and all of those things that my brain is off. I'm not thinking about anything. I'm not worried about anything. I don't know if that's a good thing, but like it keeps me from ever having to like worry about her or worry about myself or worry about work or anything like that. I get to just go to the gym. I get to turn my brain off. I get to turn on a video game. I get to turn my brain off. I get to watch a TV show. I get to turn my brain off. It's the best thing ever. Like, and unfortunately, I hate that I like being alone so much still because when I do hang out with friends, when I do get to go and see people, like, I have a good time doing it. But in the moment, I'm like, I'd rather, I'd rather stay home. It's always that I'd rather stay home. And but I know that I'm gonna have a better time had I not stayed home or had we had people come over. It's always that way.
Okay, this might be a hot take, but I'm gonna go off of what Chandler was saying. When he talks to strangers, I feel completely different. I go with a mindset, and it's a very quick flip of this mindset that I already know this person. I'm familiar and they're my friend, and I'm just gonna be like, hey, what is your thought on this? Like, does this shirt look good on me if I'm just randomly trying it on? Or like, does this color even look good? Or, I mean, what is your opinion on this chicken recipe? Like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of something random. Like, I go into it with, I mean, the worst they could say to me is, I'm not interested, and I could ask the next, quote, stranger or friend that I see. That's my train of thought. And for me, my brain does not shut off. So I'm watching a TV show. I still have like 12 tabs open in my brain. Like I can't stop thinking something happens in the TV show. It reminded me about one of the tabs that's currently closed. So it's one of the other ones that's in the private screen. Like it's completely, it just doesn't turn off until I get everything done. Then I can relax. Like I need to get everything cleaned, all the tabs need to be finished and closed and checked out and whatever, and then I can relax. Chandler is very much more of a person where he can just be like, okay, I need to relax right now and I'm going to play some video games. Even though like I have a whole pile of laundry to do or something like that. I don't know. I'm just very random, but like I can't turn it off. Like TikTok helps a little bit with the doom scrolling, but then I'll see something and I'll be like, "Ooh, that reminded me of this." And I'm like, oh, "Dang it. Like I can't just relax unless I am sleeping." And I feel so tired all the time.
This is why we're literally the same person, because this is literally me. Like, I understand Chandler's standpoint because I think parts of me, again, it pertains to me being somewhere alone for so long and having to cope with it. But I think, like, a part of me is like, I enjoy being alone. Like, I enjoy my alone time. But, like, my brain never shuts up.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about everything all the time. Like, there might be moments where I'm watching a show and I'm just not thinking about it. But as soon as a character says a word, it triggers me into thinking about something that happened 2 weeks ago on a Tuesday. Like, and I don't even mean to remember it on purpose, but I'm like, what the frick? And even going to sleep, like I'm going to sleep, but my brain is still running.
Thinking about tomorrow.
As soon as I wake up in the morning, I'm like, dang, like I should have woke up an hour
I need
earlier.
To make sure I get milk at the store.
Yeah, like I'm missing
random.
stuff. And I'm like, oh my God, and I can't relax because I'm constantly thinking about the next thing. Or I'm thinking about what's happening in front of me right now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why can't my brain just like stop for 2 seconds?
Compartmentalize.
Yeah, like I can't even try to be like, you know what?
Let's put it on
We'll
mute.
think about that later. Yeah. No, we're gonna think about it while we're thinking about something else right now. Like it just doesn't work that way. And I know like there's ways of training your mind to do blah 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 and like yeah. I've done the work, like I've done that already, but I just genuinely think that's just how my brain's been wired for so long that like it's gonna take a while for it to even get to a point where it's finally quiet.
Like I've gotten a lot better with being alone comparative to what I used to be, but I still would very much not prefer it. Like, I can do tasks, I can run errands by myself. Like I used to have like a friend come with me and like do my errands with me.
Chandler's like me.
Because
for like the longest time when we were like first dating, I guess actually when we moved in together, it was like,
wait, your dad's house or the apartment?
No, the apartment.
Okay.
Like I had my office in our bedroom with my PC and whatever, right? But like I could not go in there and play games for more than 30 minutes before I got interrupted, for a lack of a better term. Like it was
cute interruption.
It was cute. It was cute. She was coming in there literally just to see what I was doing.
Yeah.
Give me a kiss. Go back. But
like probably say I miss you.
But like every 30 minutes, right?
She's like in the next room. Yeah.
This is probably like 2022.
A 600 square foot apartment.
No, I remember.
Not very far away.
No.
Right.
Like you could jump to the next room.
Yeah, and it was like I miss you, and mind you, as a 20-year-old dude, I would play video games for hours on end
Mm-hmm.
because I had literally nothing else to do after school, gym, work. What else was I gonna do? Definitely wasn't getting laid. Like, that wasn't happening. So I was like, yeah, let's play FIFA.
Yeah.
Let's play Call of Duty.
Whatever.
Like,
yeah.
so I'm used to playing for hours on
yeah,
end.
Yeah.
We move in together, and it's like, are you done yet? And I'm like, I've been in here for 5 minutes.
Okay, but the compromise was his desk was in our bedroom. So he would play his video games and I would lay in bed and put something on the TV.
But now I have my office. It's all the way across the entire house.
Yeah.
It's like a different situation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a lot better.
Yes. But it took a while to get there. But the thing is
we're in 2025, so it took me like three years.
but like it was weird for me because I was like, I would get frustrated. I never voiced my frustration.
Yeah.
But I would get frustrated. I'm like, I just want to sit in here
In
for
silence.
fucking 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd
and
be
do...
like, dang, Shotty, go away or what?
But like, I just wanted to sit there for 3 hours, turn my brain off, do this, and that's it. But I couldn't do that because I felt bad. I felt bad because I knew she wanted to hang out with me.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, but in my head, I was like, well, we've been hanging out all day.
But in my head, it doesn't shut off.
So like that's the thing is like, I have those things that shut my brain off. I don't understand because I can't relate. I
Mhm.
don't understand how some people don't have that thing that just shuts everything
I
off.
really do think it could be a hot take or not, but like I think that's a woman and a guy thing.
No,
like,
I completely agree. I completely
really
agree.
think that like men are more
Simpletons.
channeled to just ABC and that's their day, and
Yeah.
women are like
Ketchup, mustard, like
Yeah.
that's, that's
no,
men.
Yeah, women are like A, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Mhm.
C, 1, 2.
Yeah, you got aqua, you got chartreuse,
Yeah,
you got,
there's levels to the principles of the ABCs where
Mhm.
men are like, I can do.
Chartreuse.
She's explaining
the
that
different
like
colors.
we have
I understand colors.
we have different levels than you do, and I think
the details.
as women, and I'm only speaking for me and Christina, but if there are women out there that relate, then they relate. But
I think
because
I would agree that it's probably most women.
yes, but because me and Christina understand each other on an introspective level, like she literally is me and I'm literally her. Yeah. Oh my god. That's
Sorry, I'm stimming,
that
guys.
yeah, it's a stim, but it's actually so funny because
when I say
I'll tell you
I
about-
imagine it as TEHE.
HE, yeah.
TE.
Yeah.
And I can
we're
see it.
stimming right now. But it's literally just like a thing where we crave constant attention, and not because we need validation. It's more of just like because I care about you so much. Like I can't not want to be in your presence all the time or
Oh my
want to
God,
be with
yeah.
you.
Or
It's
when
not
he's quiet.
yeah,
And I'm like, hey, are you okay?
like what's up, dog? Like
And he's
you're
like,
not gonna say
why
words.
wouldn't you think of
That
okay?
part, like
that is my least favorite question. When I'm sitting here just living, like just breathing.
I try not to
He's
ask
just
it
quiet.
because
I'm
I know
just
nothing's
sitting
wrong.
here,
Yeah, I know
watching a
nothing's wrong.
TV show, quiet.
Yeah,
Why do I need to talk? We're literally watching a show.
you don't need to. But here's okay. Correct me if I'm wrong. In Christina's brain, she's like this. Why is he not talking to me? What's going on? Is he okay? I wonder if something happened at work. Is he going anywhere later?
Yes.
Wait, who's he talking to?
Because then,
what are they
yes,
talking about?
who he's talking to.
Yeah.
Because so many people text him. He's so popular. It's crazy. This
No,
man is
I'm
in
not.
so many group chats. The only group chats I'm in are family group chats. And it has like 24 people because it's in-laws and
it's-
everybody
it's
and
the
their mother.
same- I'm telling you, it's the
It's
same
not.
guys that have like
No.
three good friends, but you're in like 16 text messages about fantasy football. Where did all these people come from?
You're either texting your brother, you have a group chat with work, You're texting
Sorry, I'm
Austin.
popular.
No,
with
we're
John.
cousin.
over exaggerating a bit, but like
No, he has a lot of group chats. I'm not over
okay,
exaggerating.
I was over exaggerating.
I have the support chat.
I'm in that.
Yep. I have a group chat for work. I have the degenerate gamblers group chat with the two idiots I work with.
Okay.
I absolutely love that group chat.
Austin and John group chat.
We don't text in that group chat. They text me separately.
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
Sorry. So then there's two separate ones.
Okay.
That's it. That's all. That's the only people that text me.
But it's like every day, or with like other coworkers, and I'm like, oh, okay, he's quiet and he's texting a lot. I hope everything's okay. 'Cause
No,
he's
but
not
no, but
telling me
but
what's
no,
going
but
on.
no, but
Yeah,
okay.
because
My
Minus take
first,
that.
my first train of thought is, oh my god, Chandler, my coworker texted me, and it's really stupid. It's really mindless. But like,
you want me to tell you about it in the moment.
yes.
Why can't you let the moment pass and let me tell you after?
Because I want to know.
Because
when
after means like either a few
No.
days or
No,
a week.
that's not true. You get the spark notes right after, bro.
This is Spark Notes
After
is
I
crazy.
ask.
No, you ask me in the middle. But sometimes if you wait till the end, I'll be like, "Oh my god, I'll be laughing," and you're like, "What's so funny?" And I tell you. That's so
Okay.
much better.
I say what's so funny.
No, but okay, we're over this. Anyway,
Sorry, this is Amani's podcast. This isn't ours.
yeah, this isn't
No, this is a fair point.
relationship
No,
therapy.
but it's literally proving my point of like the things that,
Point of view.
yeah, as somebody who,
Doesn't think about anything, and people that can't stop thinking about everything.
yes.
Yeah, like
Thank you for getting us back on task.
yeah, my brain's
No,
a coconut
but
that's empty.
but that's what I mean, because we're just capable of handling more. Dude, your face.
Sorry, Chandler's
We're just
face.
listen, we're
It's
just
fucking
as
empty.
women, we're capable of like compartmentalizing more.
twice.
Like it's natural for us to have
I compartmentalize all the
no,
time.
but as women, we have so many thoughts and feelings that we feel the instant.
I feel like
need
you
to...
guys don't
no,
compartmentalize.
but that's what I meant. We
Yeah.
don't. But I'm saying
Too
is
many
that
words.
yes. What I'm trying to say is that we feel the need to just instantly tell you what we're thinking when we're thinking it, but we only tell you because you're important to us.
No, but that's the thing. It's like I feel like you guys think that because we don't say things to you, it's because it's not important.
Well, you don't think it's important.
I think that it goes back to it's a guy thing. Like
Yeah,
I just
and
think
I want to know the details.
yes, men just don't think
Yeah,
like
but like
that. though.
sometimes like stuff just genuinely is so irrelevant and
Yeah.
not important that I'm like, why do I need to tell you that me and my coworkers talked about gambling the entire day at work?
Because I have FOMO.
That's fine. Like, miss out. That sucks to suck, man. Like, you weren't there. It's not as funny. I hear you. I tell it, and you're just like, "Oh my god, you're an idiot." And it's like, "Oh yeah, I know." I'm enjoying myself in that moment. Like, it's not as funny when you're not there.
Okay, so that leads to the point of like guys are just more prone to live in the moment. I think women are more on the fantasizing,
Capture the moment.
romanticizing. Yeah, like we think about everything that leads up to the moment, and then we even think about the stuff that happens after the moment. You guys are just kind of like, well, I'm here, it happened.
Yeah, I feel like women are like, video the moment, and dudes are just like, oh, I should have videoed that.
Yeah, that's exactly how it is. Like girls are like, I need to visualize this and get this so that I can show somebody else that this happened, and guys are just like,
That was sick.
that happened. That's crazy. Yeah.
You won't believe it.
And you wouldn't believe it. But women are like, oh my god, look at what I have. Like I have to show you. Like this is important, and the details that come with it. And it's just, I think that's how we're
You guys
we're
are really
wired.
good at explaining this. I could not. I would word vomit.
I think it's because it's just the truth. I also think I'm speaking from experience. Like,
No, the thing is, I completely relate with you, but I could not.
explain it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. But again,
The thoughts
I
in
think
there.
that's what. But I will say, I think that's what ties into. I'm channeling you and him because I understand what he means with the presence of he likes to be alone, and I understand what you mean in the presence of you don't like to be alone, because I am both. But it took me a really, really, really long time to get to Chandler's point where I was like, I'm alone. It's cool. But I still have my thoughts of what you have when you're alone because I don't like it.
Yeah.
Or I don't prefer it all the time.
Yeah.
So I think I can mutualize both, but I think again it took so much time for me to get to that point. And it literally took me being alone and being forced to be alone.
I also feel like with you having like so many guy friends too, like who are normal people.
No, I hate all of them. If you're listening, except for Chandler. That's a no. Let me back up. I
She
don't
hates all
hate.
of you.
I don't hate. I don't hate my guy friends. I think I'm in a chapter of life where I've embraced my femininity a little bit more.
Same.
Yeah, I mean, you're pulling it off, Queen. You really are.
Hey, yo.
Yeah.
No, let me tell you.
No. Listen, actually,
I'm listening.
like, I think I'm in a place where I'm just embracing, my feminine side way more. So, growing up with a bunch of guy friends to me, now being at this age, like, I think that's why I connected with you so fast. Or even, like, my friend, like, Kanan, like, I connected her
She's
with
great.
instantly. And I'm like, but I knew her husband first, and I knew your
Mhm.
husband first. So, it's, like, weird to think that, like, they were at such a pivotal point in my life for such a period of time, and then here you guys come, not even 3 years. What, we've known each other for like 4 years now,
Going on
on
5.
5. Yeah, so it's like, but love you, dude, but I would rather hang out with Christina than I would hang out with Chandler.
Tough
But
nuts.
that's just the point that I'm at. But there was a point in time
where it was reversed.
I would have called Chandler to go do something first before I would have called any
Yeah.
girl. But I think it's just because I can't think like a guy anymore, like I used to.
Yeah.
Because I'm just not like that anymore. Like, I like to be a girl. I like to be cute and dainty and innocent, not have to think about things. But at the same time, my brain thinks all the time. So, like, a guy doesn't understand that. I can't talk to my guy friends about that because they're like, why do you think so much? I'm like, I don't freaking know. You tell me.
Can't
Like,
help it.
Well, see, that I'm also like a textbook overthinker.
Well,
Like,
really quick, I was gonna say, I'm sorry if anybody peeped my wicked sweatshirt. Chandler is embracing his feminine side because he did the toss with his new mullet that he has. And he really is in his,
my Glenda era.
Glinda era.
His Glinda.
He said it first, y'all.
Hey, bro, sometimes I just be like feeling the
Yeah.
flow in the back, and it feels good.
Okay, now back to what you were gonna say.
I don't know what the hell I was gonna say. That thought's already left my mind.
Sorry.
There's the guy complex coming in, because honestly, I don't know where we're going with that either.
Yeah,
but
dude, conversation changes. And
It's
already
okay.
gone.
I
It's
had to bring
okay.
up the Glinda
Yeah, it was important.
toss.
Yeah, man.
Long story short, we've reached a point where it's okay to be the way that you are, and it's okay to be the way that you are, because at the end of the day, like, even in relationships or even throughout friendships, like, yeah, it's a balance thing. Like, you have to learn, you're going to learn each other as you go, and it's going to take time, but there are certain things and aspects that you've grown up to learn that is different from what she's grown up to learn. And when you guys came together, like, those are conversations that you obviously had to have to get to the point that you're at now.
No, we don't talk.
But
They can't see you.
Oh, sorry.
oh man, no, like, it's funny.
We're bouncing around on
But
so
it-
many topics.
But it's so funny because, like, that's the whole point. Like, the whole purpose of having these conversations with different people, and, like, having them with myself, obviously, because, I've only talked to myself. Not only for people to kind of, like, have an open space to talk about themselves, because I feel like a lot of people don't, or they feel, like, selfish in a way if they are talking about themselves.
Yeah.
And it's very awkward to talk about yourself. Like, you don't really want to, which is why it's like, I think it's better when it's in a conversation form, because it's, pivotal when you're bouncing off of one person to another. And it's honestly as natural as possible, because I feel like we've had many of the conversations that we just had. Even
So
though,
many
yeah,
times.
like, there's so many different things we've talked about. And I think people almost feel like they don't have a circle of people to have those conversations with. And being the age that we're at, is really important to talk to people who are on the same level as you, or at least can kind of grasp where your mind is going.
Mhm.
Because at the end of the day, I've said it once before, like, not everyone is going to understand you, but having people around you that are willing to listen and try to,
Yeah.
or give you insight on, maybe what it is that you can do differently, or how to help, like, I think that's important, and it always sparks the, like, journey that you're on of figuring out, like, who you are, who you want to be, and how you plan to get there. And I feel like literally everything that you guys have said throughout this whole conversation is important to, and crucial to every single one of those questions. Like,
Mhm.
me asking you, like, okay, where are you at right now? And you're able to answer that, even if it's not to the capacity that you feel like you can. You say it from a very honest standpoint because it's how you're feeling in the moment. Because at the end of the day, in 2 years, you're not going to feel the same way that you do in this moment right now. So
I also feel like people they forget to give credit where credit's due.
Absolutely.
And like to themselves a lot. Like you have to realize how far you've come from a year ago, a couple months ago, like 5 years ago, whatever the time frame might be. Like you, specifically you too, like you have done and put so much work into your craft, into all elements of it. And like you, when we met in 2021 versus like you right now, like you have truly put so much into yourself, your life, where you want to be, and you deserve the applause. Like you deserve the credit. Like you are making your dreams possible, and it is slowly, like one brick at a time, being built.
You're making me cry. You're making me cry. No, but like
people need to know that they mean something to others. Like, and it's not in a way where I feel good to let people know stuff, or I just want to make them smile. Like, I think it's also from a place of you don't know, again, unfortunately, you don't know the last time you are going to speak to someone. You deserve to give everybody roses when you can and remind them what they mean to you and that you are proud of where they're at and what they've accomplished in life or in friendships or whatever.
Easy for me to sit there and be like, Chandler, you've come such a long way. Like, because I've seen, you know, there were years where I didn't see you, but the years that we've reconnected and gotten to know each other a little bit more, like, I'm like, wow, like you're doing really well for yourself in these aspects of life, because I've seen like where you were at when I first ran into you that random, you know, afternoon, Dunkin' Donuts. And like seeing you now and having these conversations with you, like there was a point in time 6 or 7 years ago, I would have never guessed we'd be sitting here having these conversations. In your living room having this conversation. And I think that that is what is so like remarkable, because you have to understand that like you aren't going to get moments that you think you're always going to have. Like I always emphasize like, oh, you have so much time. You do, but like
do you?
Yeah, like really do you have that much time? And also like what are you doing with it now? Because honestly, like bouncing off of what Christina said, like you don't know when you're going to have that last moment with that person. And you honestly should do everything that you want to do right there in the moment, no matter how hard it is, because again, it's something that you're terrified, Chandler, but like we're going to die. Like one day we are not going to be here anymore. And
Carpe
like,
diem, baby.
Yeah, and honestly, like
seize the day.
I had a friend the other day and he told me, I literally told him, we were just having a conversation and I was like, everything matters and like nothing matters at all. And he was,
you've said that to us.
Yeah,
too.
but I know I've said that before, and I mean it in the sense of like, do whatever you want, live your life however you want.
Don't take life too serious.
Yes, don't take anything serious. Like nothing matters. Like everything that you think is so like detrimental and like, oh my god, like it's the end of the universe. Like no, dude, get over yourself. You're being dramatic. Like you can wake up one day, you can wake up tomorrow and decide, you know what, I'm just going to be a completely different person. Or you can wake up one day and be like, you know what, I'm just going to be a brat. Like, I'm going to be mean. Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to be the nice person. Or somebody could wake up one day and be like, you know what, I'm going to give all my money away. No one stupid is going to do that. But, like, realistically, like, you can create anything that you want in this world. And anything that you want is capable of having if you just choose to show up as that person that already has it. But, yeah, thank you to Chandler and Christina for hanging out and talking and having some conversation.
Thanks for coming over.
Of course, I'm always over here. I'm literally here like what, maybe twice a week.
True.
Peace, dog.
If no one's told you, I'm proud of you. I love y'all. Be safe, and I'll talk to you guys next time.